Hello everyone, my name is Papaguy9, and welcome to this announcement video. A lot of important stuff has surfaced, and I wanted to talk about it. So, for starters, right away, there's gonna be a change in the schedule. Usually I start my streams at about 12:20, 12:30. Now, because school is starting tomorrow for me, tomorrow is my first day, then I'm going to change my schedule. So, schedule is going to be changing from 12:30 my time to 6 hours later, so you can equate that to your own time zone, so that'll be 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time, so you can equate that to your own time zone and figure out when streams are going to start from now on. Chances are they're also going to be shorter, and if I have more homework than I can deal with, then I might end up starting later anyway, because school comes first. I can't afford to mess this up. This is a big deal, and I want school to be the number one thing, so that's what it's going to be. So, streams might be late, there might not be a stream. I'll try to get a stream in every single day. It might not be a possibility anymore. I'm sorry, but it's just the way it goes. The other thing, 2000, God, that's the second voice crack. Usually I'm not very voice cracky. Anyways, so, the second thing in talking about 2,000 subs, and I'm still letting you guys decide what we should do for 2,000 subs. If you haven't already, there's a straw poll link in the description, or if I'm really good about it, then I'll put a little info card in the top right corner, which you can go click, and if it's not there, then I was stupid and it's in the description, and I will not forget it. I won't let myself. But another thing that I wanted to talk about on top of the straw poll was money in YouTube. It's really a touchy subject, but I kind of told myself once we got to 2,000 then I would bring this up. So I wanted to ask you, should I start bringing advertisements, Patreon, any of that in? One of the reasons I ask is I get a lot of scrutiny for doing YouTube. You need to understand that. My family isn't the biggest fan of me doing YouTube, and it's never been a good thing in their eyes. If I was able to make some money, then I have an excuse, I guess, for why I'm doing it, something that they could understand, and maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll just help me get along. New equipment. My mic is good. I think I'm going to stick with my mic until it explodes. However, my computer, I would like to start saving up for. It would be a very long time until I got a new computer, and I'm really happy with the one that I have, but it does lag. It's not really as powerful as I would like for some games. And sometimes games lag when I record them, and this and that, so that and it just like new equipment, essentially. That's another thing. That, and I don't really have a steady income, and this would be a good thing to have. Cons, obviously, it would be coming out of you guys' pocket. If I were to do Patreon, then it would be your decision to donate if that's something that you would want to do. I'm not forcing you. I want to make that very clear. If I were to do Patreon, I'm not sure if I would do Patreon, but if I were to, it would be at your expense. Obviously, I would have, like, reward goals and all that, but, I would like to point that out. Secondly, advertising. There's no way that I would do paid promotion style videos, because, for starters, a company would have to approach me, which is borderline impossible. And secondly, It's just not something that I'd want to do. I'd rather stick to the other option, which is just regular advertising. The way that would work, I'm not entirely sure how it would work with live streams, but I know with DVR'd streams, ads would get into that. People might watch the DVRs if they missed them. I don't know. I'm not an expert at this. I really haven't done too much not experimentation, but research on it, so I wanted to ask you about this. I wanted to ask you, the viewer. I wanted to ask you, should I go for, should I start getting to setting up advertising and Patreon and all that? And if so, what should I do? Should I do this or that or both? Something. I don't know. It's your decision. I would like to point out that if the channel does grow to a certain point, I am going to do it, because if it does get to a certain point, then, and I want to be serious about this channel, like, as a job, I'm not entirely sure if that would happen, and if it were to happen, it would take a very long time, but if it were to happen, then I would do this, because, yeah, that would be the easiest way for me to be able to constantly just get right into it. As of now, it's not a necessity, but it is something that I'd like to do. But if you guys don't want me to do advertising, or you don't want me to do Patreon, then I won't do advertising or Patreon. It's your decision, really. So, I feel like a sales pitch. It's your decision, but no, no, it really is. What do you guys think? Other than that, to recap, streams are going to start later, and they might be less abundant and shorter. And should I start doing advertising? In fact, if I'm really, really good, I know I talked about that info card about the straw poll earlier, but if I'm really good, I'll put a vote in the top right corner that'll say, like, Patreon, advertising, Patreon, and advertising, or none. Okay, so that should be showing up now, or maybe it showed up when I started talking about this. It showed up if I was good. If I was not good, then just leave a comment. And leave a comment. That's a very helpful way of doing it. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me onto this video. I know I don't usually do announcements and stuff like this, but a lot of important stuff. So yeah, that should be it. So thank you all so much for watching. My name's Papaganan, signing out. Bye-bye! Wrong button! What it was such a dramatic ending, and then boom! Okay, goodbye.